In a peaceful valley, hidden behind flowering mountains, hidden behind flowering mountains, lie village unlike any other. A place called Meowravia, a village where cats of every shape, color, and personality live in harmony. From the noble Maine Coon to the sweet Scottish Fold, every cat lived a life filled with joy, play, and community. But one night, everything began to change. Under the gentle light of a full moon, a miracle happened. A small, chubby, white kitten was born. His fur was as pure as winter snow, and his eyes, one sparkled bright blue like a starry sky, and the other gleamed golden like the sun at dawn. The villagers gathered to witness his arrival. Even the wise elders felt something stirring in their hearts. There was something special about this kitten. They named him Malam. As he grew, Malam was different from the other kittens. He was quick on his paws, strong for his size, and filled with endless curiosity. He laughed when others were afraid, stepped forward when others hesitated, but he never boasted. He was kind, quiet, and always smiling. And just when the village thought things couldn't be more perfect, danger awoke. From the shadows of the dreaded Forest of Shadows came a slithering threat, long thought forgotten. A giant black serpent, larger than any cat had ever seen, crept into Meowravia under the cover of night. It hissed, roared, and terrified the villagers. But before anyone could act, Malam stood in its path. Malam stood in its path. A 6-month-old kitten, facing a monster alone. With courage burning in his tiny chest, Malam dodged and leapt, outsmarting the beast with clever tricks and sheer heart. The battle was fierce. The battle was fierce, but when the dust settled, the serpent lay defeated. The village erupted in celebration. Lanterns lit the night sky.
I didn't think I would be welcomed like this enthusiastically. was going to be eaten by that serpent earlier, but luckily I managed to defeat it.
The village erupted in celebration. Lanterns lit the night sky. Fish feasts filled the air. Songs of Malam echoed in every alley. He had become their hero. But peace never stayed for long. Every few moons, a new serpent appeared, each more terrifying than the last. There was the fire serpent, wreathed in flame. The ice serpent, cold and cruel. The shadow serpent, silent and invisible. The battle against the fire serpent. The kitten standing bravely in front of a massive fire serpent. The serpent's body is covered in molten lava-like scales, glowing in intense heat, with flames rising around it. The ground beneath is cracked and scorched. The kitten's fur is gently lit by the fire. The sky above is filled with dark smoke and fiery orbs, creating an epic and dangerous atmosphere. Ash and smoke rise into the sky as the kitten breathes heavily, having faced the inferno and won alone. Standing triumphantly before the smouldering remains of a defeated fire serpent. The kitten is slightly bruised and has a small burn on its paw, but its eyes are filled with fierce determination and pride. Flames still flicker in the background, casting a warm orange glow across the battlefield. The battle against the ice serpent. The kitten facing off against a gigantic ice serpent. The serpent glistens with crystalline scales, its breath forming clouds of frost that freeze the air. Snow whirls around them as the ground turns to ice. The kitten stands on the slippery surface, fur slightly frosted, but with a determined gaze. The kitten stands alone amid a frozen battlefield, shivering slightly, its fur dusted with snow. Behind it lies the shattered body of the gigantic ice serpent, slowly turning to mist. The battle against the shadow serpent. Malam, surrounded by darkness as a giant shadow serpent emerges. The serpent has a smoky, almost invisible form, its body shifting and flickering like black mist. Only its glowing violet eyes and jagged fangs are clearly visible. The kitten kneels in a mystical field of darkness, surrounded by fading wisps of the defeated shadow serpent. Its body bears a scratch across one side. Its fur slightly roughed, but its eyes shine with unshakable will. A faint, magical light surrounds the kitten as the darkness lifts, revealing the first morning light in the distance. The shadow is gone. The battle against the two-headed serpent. The kitten, Malam, facing a massive two-headed serpent. Each head snarls, menacing the owner hissing venomously, the other roaring in fury. The serpent's body is muscular and armored, coiled across a battlefield at the edge of the village. Even a two-headed serpent, twice as deadly. After defeating the deadliest of foes, the kitten stands atop the fallen, two-headed serpent, breathing hard, and a leg wrapped in a makeshift bandage. The battlefield is scarred and silent. Each time, Malam faced them alone. He was scratched, he was bruised, he bled, but he never gave up, because every time he saw the laughter of kittens playing safely, every time he saw the villagers smile without fear, he knew why he fought. In the enchanted forest of trials, the kitten walks through a magical forest filled with glowing plants, twisting roots, and floating orbs of light. Mysterious shadows loom in the distance, but its expression is calm and full of resolve. Then, the final serpent came. It was no ordinary creature. It was a three-headed serpent dragon, with scales black as the starless night, and glowing purple eyes that dripped with malice. It brought with it a storm. Winds howled, trees bent, the skies turned dark, and still, Malam stood, small, tired, scarred, but never broken. With the prayers of the village and the strength of his heart, he faced the nightmare, the battle shook the earth. Light clashed with shadow, roars met with meows of defiance. The storm intensifies as the massive three-headed serpent dragon unleashes its fury. Its black, starlit scales shimmer with each lightning flash. The battlefield shakes under its weight-greater form, where its claws strike the ground. Each head moves with terrifying precision. One blasts dark lightning into the sky, another smashes the earth, and the third hisses menacingly at the lone kitten. Both times, in a blur of speed and elemental fury, the kitten weaves through a barrage of lightning strikes and fangs. It launches into the air, spinning with explosive force, and strikes the dragon's center head with a blinding pulse of combined golden blue energy. The impact triggers a massive shockwave wave through clouds, flattening the terrain and silencing the storm for a breathless moment. Smoke and light fill the screen. As it clears, the dragon collapses with a final roar, dissolving into harmless sparks. The kitten lands slowly, battered but standing, victorious beneath a now peaceful sky. The colossal three-headed serpent dragon is now lying still in the background, its once glimmering black scales now cracked and lifeless. Its glowing violet eyes have faded, and smoke drifts from its broken form. Light clashed with shadow, roars met with meows of defiance. And then, silence. The storm broke, the dragon fell, and Malam stood victorious. That night, the celebration in Meowravia was unlike any before. Lanterns filled the sky like stars. Every cat danced and sang. The kitten sits quietly at the edge of a lively village celebration. Its fur slightly ruffled, eyes showing signs of fatigue, but with a gentle, content smile on its face. Around the kitten, cats of all kinds laugh, play, and dance under glowing lanterns, completely safe and joyful. A statue was built in the center of the village, carved in stone, a tribute to the kitten who saved them all. Malam, symbol of courage, love, and hope. But the story didn't end there. Though he bore the marks of many battles, Malam continued to guard Meowravia. The kitten stands atop a peaceful hill overlooking the village of Meowravia at twilight. Its small body bears visible scars and healed wounds, a testament to countless battles fought. Despite the pain, its eyes are filled with calm, determination, and unwavering love. Because love doesn't need applause. Courage doesn't ask for praise, And true heroes just keep going. Even with scars on his body and weariness in his bones, Malam always smiled because his heart was full of the warmth of the village he loved. And as long as Meowravia needed him, he would be there. And so, under the stars, the little white kitten with a golden eye and a blue one continues to protect the place he calls home, forever.